I think we'll do a traditional journey into power then.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay. I'll check you in real quick. Yeah, let's start in child's pose. Ground down through your hands by pressing them into your mat. And whatever connection you have with your feet, either the tops of your feet or your toes curled under, a gentle press. Just bringing your mind to your mat, feeling your body connected to your mat. And, if you haven't softened that press already, go ahead and do so. And now activate Ujjayi breath in through your nose, out through your nose. And your next inhale, length through your sides, through your arms even. And then activate core ribs, squeeze in, pit of the belly in. 2 more Ujjayi breaths in this child's pose. And then we curl your toes under, downward facing dog. You get 5 breaths here to explore your first down dog, to create some type of movement that feels good for you. Yeah, way to keep the knees slightly bent, hips high, hands pressed down and forward, bringing that length through your back. Now we head into ragdoll, feet step forward. And go ahead and measure off your feet about 2 fists in between, toes at 12 o'clock. Letting your torso then rest down. That foundation, it happens from the ground up, so the feet are your anchor. And lift the arches up, press the feet down and out. Feel the power you have just through the feet to create your grounding sensation from the floor up towards the hips. And so then the legs are nice and stable. And with that stability, then we can bring ease and flow, a water quality to this pose. Shaking your head yes and no. Swaying your torso left to right. And come to stillness. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, feet press down and out. Pit of the belly and forward fold. Press into your feet, extended mountain, your first one. So take your time. Forward fold, flow down. Breath in, halfway lift, thoracic spine in. Low plank. Up dog, hands press down and pull back. Toes curl under, downward facing dog. Length through your sides. Pit of the belly and air out. Your inhale, look forward. You start to bend in your knees. You're gonna lightly land if you jump top of your mat or step. Halfway lift. Fold. Second mountain, reach up. Reaching higher than that last one. Forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Chaturanga. Imagine there's a block between your thighs. Press in on it as you lower. And it stays as you come into up dog. Action through your legs. Lift that block, imaginary block up, downward facing dog, right? Lift it up towards the ceiling. Gaze goes forward, filling up. Bend in your knees. That exhale, ignite your core. Step or jump, top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. And sit into chair. A reminder to anchor down through your feet. Arches lift, toes press, and heels press. Your next inhale, bring that length through your sides. Stay on your exhale. Bring length. Pit of the belly and hips lift up, forward fold. Halfway lift. Low plank. Up dog to down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Yeah, 2 more inhales. So yeah, build it from the ground up. You have time to explore some here. And the knee going forward more. I'll give you 1 more inhale. Bring that length, reach up. And now flow. Take your vinyasa. Stay connected to the cadence of your breath. We'll meet in down dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Creating that balance, right? Stretching the left side as well. Nice, Stephanie. Press the right heel down and out. You got it. Now, right? You got this next few breaths to bring space, to expand your pose. I'm giving you 1 more inhale. Length through the sides. Reach up towards the ceiling. And now flow, chaturanga. Your breath in, up dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, moving to our next sun B. Exhale, step or jump top of your mat. Creating this heat, halfway lift, fill up. Fold. 1 breath in, chair. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Low plank. Up dog. Air out, downward facing dog. That next inhale, warrior one, right side. Inhale takes you up. Exhale takes you into low plank, flow. Generating the heat, building it, up dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, low plank, flow. Stay connected to your breath. You like up dog as your inhale. Downward facing dog as your exhale. Side out if you want. Great work. Right leg lifts, bend your knees, stack your hips. Right hand pressing down and forward. I want you to straighten your right leg, let the toes point down towards the floor. And then the heel presses back, activate your right glute. Come into high plank with your right leg lifted. Take a breath in. On your exhale, knee pulls towards your nose, and then you set your foot down in between your hands. Low lunge. Now walking your foot up as far as you need. Yeah, way to stay activated in that back leg. Now drop your back knee, fold over your front thigh, chin in towards your chest. And I want us to go ahead and take a twist here, right hand onto your right knee or up towards the ceiling. That length as you breathe in comes from the left knee planted on the ground all the way up to the left shoulder, and then the right shoulder stacks on top for the twist. Hands to heart center. Clasp your thumbs. We're going to come into crescent moon. Hands reach up as your thumbs resist one another. Letting the shoulder blades descend towards the floor. Chin parallel to the floor. Pull your chin back towards your throat about 1/4 inch. Back of your head pressing up. Yeah, stay here. One more breath. Link through your sides. Take your gaze up. And now downward facing dog. Plant your hands. Walk your dog out. Okay, come to stillness. Left leg lifts. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Left hand pressing down and forward. We straighten your left leg. Let the toes point down towards the floor. Heel presses back. Left glute turns on. Keeping your leg lifted, come into high plank. Shoulders stack over the wrists. Knee pulls in towards your nose. Pull it in as far as you can, setting your foot down. And then if you need to walk that foot forward to bring that full length into your low lunge, do so. Yeah, hands on the floor, you got it. And then the right leg stays activated, hug muscle to bone. Right hand stays down now. Take your twist, left hand opens up. You can take it to your knee or all the way towards the ceiling. Left shoulder stacks on top of your right. Hands come to heart center. Palms face outwards. Clasp your thumbs. Crescent moon. Arms reach up. Shoulder blades drop down. Chin parallel to the floor. Sliding your chin back towards your throat about 1/4 inch. And then the top of your head pressing up towards the ceiling. Then on your next inhale, take your gaze up. Link through your sides. Downward facing dog, and you're going to walk your dog out. Gaze goes forward. Bend in your knees. Step or jump forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold. Sit into chair. Right elbow down, twist. Link through your spine. Left shoulder stacks on top of your right. Way to stay connected through the feet. Okay, forward fold. Peace fingers to your big toes. Elbows pull you down. Pull out, right? Activating your triceps. And you come back into chair. To create that balance, we want to take twisting chair, opposite side, left elbow down. Breath in, link through your spine. Right shoulder stacks on top of the left. Forward fold, gorilla. And check in with your breath. There's an opportunity for some space to recollect the breath and to slow it back down. Crow or yogi squat. Yeah, I like the use of your block, Stephanie. Nice. knees onto the triceps. You got it. Heels pressed together, activating the core from the feet. Heels press and they lift. Hands are spread wide. You press your hands into the floor. Pit of the belly in. That reminder to keep your core activated. Boom, that was nice. Okay, downward facing dog. Feet forward, top of your mat. You got a halfway lift, fill up. Fold. Extended mountain. Right knee on top, right arm under, eagle. Length through your sides. Pit of the belly and sit low. Inhale, Tadasana, stay with your breath. Exhale, left knee on top, left arm under. Inhale, length through your sides. Sit low on the exhale. Tadasana. Standing leg raise, right knee lifts. Inhale, length through your left side. Knee goes out to the right, gaze to the left. Challenge your balance. Challenge your drishti as it comes back to center, knee to center. Set it down. Other side, left knee lifts. Here's the exhale. Then inhale, length through that right side. Exhale, knee goes out to the left, gaze to the right. Flowing with breath. Exhale, back to center. Set it down. We'll add our airplane and half moon. If you want your block, go ahead and grab it now so we can stay and flow. Right knee lifts. Exhale, knee goes out, gaze to the left, stay. Inhale, length through your left side. Pit of the belly and knee comes back to center. Straighten your leg, heel presses forward, leg lifts. Airplane, keep your toes pointed down towards the floor as you go into airplane. Yeah, now once you have your toes back, let the heel press behind you. Yes, Stephanie, nice, yeah. Fingers spread wide, pinkies pull towards one another, up dog quality through your chest. Activate your left glute, half moon. If you lost your breath, come back to it. You're growing from that right heel towards your head. Tadasana, boom. That was pretty powerful. So let's recreate that on the left side. Left knee lifts. And the exhale, knee goes out. You stay, bring length from your right heel to your right shoulder. Use your core, come back to center. Heel then presses forward, leg lifts. Bend your knee, keep your toes pointed to the floor as you go back into airplane. Now, once you get your foot back, let the heel press behind you. Bring length all the way from the back to the front of your head. Activate your right glute. Half moon. And letting that left side float as it stacks on top of your right. You got so much core engaged in this pose. Tadasana. Stand tall, take a breath in. Tree, right foot up. Hands start at heart center. Set your drishti. Maintain your drishti in front of you as you interlace your fingers, palms press down. Wrist press forward as you raise your arms. And then once your hands meet your gaze, take your gaze up with your hands. Fullest expression tree. Now, opposite side. Set it up, right? Trust yourself here, knowing where to go. You're so tuned in to this present moment. Your drishti, your breath is, it's like synchronized. flowing with breath, your fullest expression. Forward fold, nice work. Inhale, halfway lift, low plank. Up dog to down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. I want you to stay for an exhale. Inhale, bring the length. Your next exhale, warrior two. Set your gaze to your front hand. Flip that front palm, reverse warrior. Stay on the exhale. Breathe into that front side. Extended side angle, elbow down. Outer edge of your back foot presses down, arch lifts. Now your right heel, you press into the floor, pull that right femur bone back, straighten your leg. Yeah, triangle right here. Bend in your front knee, come up, transition to straddle fold. A reminder to press through the toes. Equal weight in the front of your feet as well as the back of your feet. So heels and the mounds connect. I'll rise up and you'll transition to pyramid, right foot forward. Flat back. You know, and I really do enjoy calling, bending that left knee more, lifting the right hip bone up so we can get that nice outer hip stretch. Forward fold. Breath in, halfway lift. And now we flow vinyasa. Take yours at your pace. We meet in down dog. Left side warrior one. Yeah, pause here and take another breath in. On the exhale, warrior two. Set your gaze to your front hand. Reverse warrior. Stay on your exhale. Knee goes forward. And then breathe into that front side. Extended side angle. Outer edge of your back foot pressing down, arch lifts. Left heel presses down. Pull that left femur bone back. Triangle. Straddle fold. Yeah, you can interlace your hands behind your back as an option. Bend in your knees, rise up. Pyramid, left foot forward. Yeah, flat back. The right knee bending more than the left, and then the left hip bone lifting up, that left femur bone pressing up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Low plank. Lower all the way down. You know, I want your hips and shoulders to connect at the same time as best as possible. Arms rest by your side. And then we come into locust, hands interlace behind your back. Balancing on the hip bones. Inhale, the feet and sternum lift. Pit of the belly in. Let's go ahead and lower, pause for a breath. All right, second locust. Hands press towards your feet. Lower down. Now we're going to take floor bow. I'm going to give you 6 breaths in floor bow. So if you want to take one side at a time, you can. So go ahead, rise up. Imagine a block between the thighs, press, knees come towards one another, toes pull towards the floor. Now one more breath if you're doing one side. You'll switch, but stay. Yes, Stephanie, you got it. Hip bones are pressing into the floor, tailbone towards the knees. Thoracic spine in, head pressing towards the ceiling. One more breath. And then you lower. Yeah, go ahead and rock your legs left to right. Let's take upward facing dog. Set your hands by your low ribs. Thumbs by the low ribs. You got, yeah, press down. Tops of your feet press down, activating your thighs. You're staying. And then hands press down, bring length through your sides. And then the hands pull back. Downward facing dog. We're gonna come into camel, standing on your knees. If you have your block next to you, go ahead and place it between the thighs. Tailbone descends. The front hip bones lift up. And then core is engaged by pressing it onto the block. Yeah, when you're ready, letting the head drop back. One more breath. And now come into hero's pose. All right, second camel. Yeah, and like take the time to set it up. To give your low back the space it needs, the tailbone descending, hip bones lift up. Thinking of the thoracic spine pulling in. One more breath. Pit of the belly pulling in as you come up and out. Second hero's pose. Left hand on your heart even as an option. Feel like your life force that you've generated here. Honor it. And come forward, tap your feet out onto your mat since you curled your toes under. And you're gonna take downward facing dog. Walk your dog out. You're doing a little bit different core work today. I want you to lift your right leg up. Heel pressing back, toes stay pointed to the floor, and then hug muscle to bone in your right leg. With your straight leg, I want you to come into high plank. Shoulders stack over your wrist, pause. Knee pulls in toward your nose. That's your exhale. Inhale, the leg goes back. You're in high plank, or you could go to down dog. That's an option. You come back into high plank. Knee goes toward your left shoulder across your body. Take it back. Inhale. Now your knee towards your right elbow. Take it back. Set your leg down. Walk your dog out. You can even take child's pose in between if you need a break for your wrists. Because we got to balance it out. We got to get the left side. Left leg lifts. Toes stay pointed to the floor. Ignite. Hug muscle to bone. High plank. Leg stays lifted. Knee to your nose. Inhale, you go back. Taking your knee across your body over towards your right elbow. Inhale, go back. Now towards your left elbow. Yeah, you got it. Nice work. Set your foot down. Walk your dog out. Half pigeon, right side. Yeah, take flip dog if it's in your practice for sure. You got time. And then once you arrive in half pigeon, give yourself a cleansing breath. Letting the body settle. And while we're stationary, this is still a pretty big pose. We're really getting a large muscle in that outer right hip. So I want you to stay with Ujjayi breath, but you have space here in the stillness to become present to your breath. And slowing it down, feeling every millisecond of the inhale coming in. And feeling the breath leave and noticing the body parts that help expel your air. Being open to the experience of your breath. Press your hands into the floor. And curl your back toes under, downward facing dog. Walk your dog out. If you took flip dog on the right side, grab it now. And if not, right, you go ahead and transition to half pigeon. Yeah, and then meet your classmates in half pigeon. And I encourage you to take a cleansing breath as you land in the pose. And then create an opening for your breath. Create an opening for ease. Tuning into your breath. Yeah, exploring every, like I say, the millisecond of your inhale and your exhale. Noticing hopefully where your body's breathing in, what body parts engage as you breathe out, and being open to the experience. And to help create that opening is doing your best to stay in the moment. That was a learning curve for me. I fidget a lot in some of my poses, and choosing to take that next breath in, even if I needed to sigh out to stay through that uncomfortable part, that's then when an opening started to happen. Baptiste yoga, we like to say the pose begins the moment you want to come out. And it took a long time for me to kind of connect with that mentally. That's a Baron Baptiste saying. And but there's magic that happens when you choose to stay for another breath. And the body starts to open up in a way like that I never expected to happen. So if you can create that for yourself, right? Choose to stay, choose to take another breath. And only if that feels right in the moment. I don't want to make you stay in something that's painful, right? Learning to give yourself that permission slip to back out so that you can stay in breath is also a good tool to have. Gently press a body part down. If it's your foot, your hands, whatever it is. Then curl your back toes under, walk your dog out. Really, really great work. Now we're going to take frog. Block under the sternum is nice for support, maybe even under the forehead. And then slowly walk your arms forward, crawling out of the pose, knees come together. And you'll come to seated forward folds with your right foot in to start. And then reach for your toes, those left ones. And quality of release here. Could you soften through your shoulders more, even your jaw? Switch sides, left foot in. And now both legs out. And then go ahead, let's kind of move the glutes out of the way so we can anchor through both the right and left hip, equal pressure. And sitting nice and tall, bring length. Pit of the belly in, hinge with a flat back to start, then take another inhale. From that space, passively fold over. That reminder, if you need a A gentle bend in your knees to bring some softness into the joints. It helps to lengthen the hamstrings some. Reverse tabletop. And let's go ahead and move into legs up the wall. Sit down, grab your block, placing it underneath your sacrum. Yeah, legs straight up. When we talk about water quality in the body and softening the joints, here's a great opportunity to do that so that the energy flow can go all the way up to the toes. So the legs start to shake, reminder to bend the knees. Shoulders anchored into the floor. Same for the back of your head. So you can bring a softness into your neck. And then I want you to go ahead and lower your legs if they aren't already. Bringing your feet to the mat. Remove your block. And you'll set up for supine twist, right knee in. You're taking it to the left. Switch sides. All right, final pose of Class Shavasana. And I encourage a deep cleansing breath here, letting your body and your mind relax and invite in that deep rest. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rolling onto your side. Pause there just for a moment. Come up to seated, hands to heart center. Closing your eyes, thumb knuckles up to your forehead. And together we say, Namaste.